guys, welcome to my channel, Amy's Artistic Allure, and in this video I'm going to be coloring for you, as you can already see, but I'm also going to be talking about why I don't do photo shoots. So let's get into it. Alright, so one of I think the main reasons why I don't do photo shoots is because of I was trying to do freelancing photo shoots, which was not working out good at all. And I was getting like no cash, which you gotta get some cash to be financially stable. And that was, I was in a tough spot at that time and wasn't making the most amount of money that one would hope to make financially. No. Then there was the clients, which, speaking of, one of my friends, she's so pretty, such a good person. But I'm just not good with capturing people on camera, so I don't do photo shoots. And other reasons are when I would talk about my photo shoots, or I would show my photo shoots, the ones that I've done in itself, I wouldn't get a lot of feedback, and I would talk about how I would be in need of a client wanting to get some fresh photos, and nobody would come and give me a call, shoot me a text. They would go to someone else in town, and like, you know what? That's fine. Okay, no hard feelings, but at least be honest with me. I actually only got to take photos, of I should say 3 people, which is not a lot, obviously. But I think that just goes to show of how much I wasn't into doing photo shoots. And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be giving out advice on how to do photo shoots. That's not the photography that I've learned on my own along the way. And what's funny about this is that I still have a backdrop and I still have studio lights, but I don't take photos of anyone. That makes no sense to me. So I'm picky about my photos, how I take them, the angling, the angle, the volume, the lighting, and the texture. So I wasn't too fond of my photos personally. I don't know if you're picky, or if, maybe it just depends on your mood, or maybe you are picky, okay? And it's working again. That was weird. So sorry about that, guys. That was so weird. I don't know. I just checked the percentage to see how much it was on my iPad, and it's 51%, which isn't too bad. So I don't know what that was about. Okay. So another thing in photo shoots I was doing, it was giving me a lot of stress, because even though I was studying on how to do photo shoots, what would be good for angling depending on the person's height and their stature. It didn't really come to me. It didn't come to me, if that makes sense. So I wasn't attracted to photo shoots, no matter how hard I tried. And I finally accepted that. Personally fine with that, because the stress that I got from, even though studying the photo shoots of poses, what would be good and this would be bad, yada yada yada, I would I would go onto Pinterest, I would go onto Google, I would go onto other social media sites and look for inspiration for a photo shoot. And then I would think, okay, well, a person sitting in a chair and cool, yeah, give that a try. It's like, but it just didn't attract me. So I gave up on photo shoots a long time ago. And it was a lot easier for me to accept once I quit doing photo shoots, once I stopped trying to get other models, not like runway models. I mean, come on, let's be real here. I can't get runway models. I just slowly gave up on trying to get in client models for a photo shoot. And then I was fine with not doing photo shoots. It felt a lot better, actually, as time went on, because I didn't have to think of, well, this is a pose and then there's these other poses that would be good. Or I would ask them, actually, hey, can you do this pose? And they would say that they could, but then they couldn't. Which, having a client like that can be a handful. So some of my clients that I had were a handful. What do you think of the sloppiness? I like it. I like the sloppiness. I don't think art has to be perfect, but I also don't believe in perfection. So there's that. I think art can be so beautiful and so squiggly, sloppy, and it was made in a lazy type way. I think it can be so beautiful, all at the same time. Yes, I like it. All right, well, that is all for now. I will see you in the next one. Bye.